My name is Alice Shamiso Ringwa, and my story goes like this. When I started my menstrual cycle, that was when I was in Form 1. And I was happy like any other girl could be, because everyone would just say, you're now a grown-up, you know. Then I got worried when it started exceeding days. Normally girls go for maybe 3 or 7 days, but I started seeing it went for more than a month, then 2 months, then 3 months.
For most teens, they have bleeding that comes every 21 to 45 days and lasts 3 to 7 days. This is called a menstrual period. Menstrual periods are not normal if they last more than 8 days in a row or more often than every 3 weeks.
And I was like, should I tell my mom or not? But I just say, maybe to stop. Then I kept quiet.
The problem started in 2021. So the worst part of it, Alice didn't tell me that she was having a continuous bleeding.
Time went on, and it continued just like that. Imagine, it was really boring, flowing every day, non-stop. You know, you won't sit even comfortable in class. You'll be just saying, did I mess myself or whatever. So sometimes I could go out of class during lessons, and my teachers could just say, you no longer want school, you just want to go to the hostels, you know. And I'll be like, some of the teachers will be male teachers, so you cannot tell them what's really happening.
Menstrual bleeding and cramping are most leading causes of teens missing classes.
So when I was now in Form 3, Form 3, there are certain days when I started feeling dizzy. Then I told my headmistress, and she was like, okay, let me tell your parents. Then she called home, and they came and took me from school. So when I came home,
my sister said, why are your eyes, daughter, very white? And I can see that your face is very pale. What is happening with your daughter? I said, I don't know. Maybe you can ask her.
Then she said, Ali, your eyes are white, very white. What's going on? What's wrong with you? You don't have blood. And I was like, I don't have blood. I'm okay. Then she was like, what's really going on? Then I told her about it.
So that's when Alice confessed to her that when she went for a menstrual cycle, the blood didn't stop. It continued to bleed. I was really shocked, and I told her father.
And the rate I lose and your blood was too much, and I was so much worried.
We decided to go and see the doctor. It was in 2021, in May.
We went and consulted the doctor, and he was like, I see. Her eyes are really white. She doesn't have blood. We should run some tests.
And the doctor said we are starting by taking a scan so that we can know what we would treat.
Abnormal heavy periods depend on one's body and situation, but usually it comes down to 4 different causes. One might have fibroids or growth in the uterus. At times, it is a thyroid or clotting problem. Sometimes, it is because one is not ovulating or releasing an egg every month, and that contributes to heavy bleeding.
So scans were taken, and they all came out negative. Nothing was wrong with her, because the doctor had told us that maybe she has fibroids, or maybe these young children, maybe she aborted these young children. Nowadays they are misbehaving. So everything came out negative.
We went through all the tests and we were done. Then the doctor said, it's an emergency. She should get blood, maybe 3 pints or so. I was really confused. My dad and mom were the only ones talking now.
The most common reason why blood transfusion is required is due to the shortage of red blood cells. Red blood cells are responsible for carrying oxygen around the body.
We realized that this situation is very serious situation, and the doctor had told us that she has lost a lot of blood. So she was supposed to be given 2 pints of blood. So the doctor told us it's an emergency.
Heavy bleeding causes a person to be dizzy, really tired, and have low iron levels or anemia.
Anofanira kutopiwa those 2 pints of blood. She needs to be given as soon as possible because aimbokomplaina kuti ndinonzwa dzungu. So doctor vakabva vatongoti it's an emergency today.
Anemia is mainly caused by iron deficiency set off by shortage of iron in the body. It is also caused by blood loss, for example, heavy menstrual periods or hemorrhoid chronic bleeding.
Then we looked at each other with your father. Life is in the blood, and blood carries a lot of inheritances. So we didn't want our child to have rimwe ropa kubva kune umwe munhu atisingazivi nekuti rinenge rakatakurawo zvarinenge rakatakura zvemadzinza, whether macases or what.
My mom was like, no, she's not going to get some blood, anyone's blood. And my dad was like, saka muda kuti mwana afe because aritonzi haana ropa, hatorina.
Takangoudza doctor chete kuti tichadzoka naye rega timbonotsvaga mari ye2 pints dzeropa.
Then the doctor suggested that if you don't want to get some blood, it's at your own risk. We can give you some iron tablets. They use them, so if you drink those tablets, the blood can increase.
The doctor gave us some drugs to stop the blood. So that very month, the blood just stopped for a week. And when she stopped taking the drugs, the blood continued. So her relief was coming from the drugs.
Ndakatomira kuenda kuchikoro. I wasn't going to school. I was at home all the time so that my mom can monitor me.
That's when we started to buy liver, spinach, aienda nazvo kuchikoro. And aidya pake ega kana vamwe vachidya tichida kutry kuti ropa ridzoke mumwiri make because ndizvo zvatanga taudzwa nadoctor.
I went to school and my mom was like, don't forget to drink these pills. And my dad could buy spinach. Yeah. And they are really bitter. They are not really nice, those vegetables. And some liver for me to eat so that I could gain more blood. But other children were like, what's so special about you? You come with your own meat. And I was like, no guys, I have a condition. And they're like, which condition? What's so special about you? You know, I could feel out of place just because ndikubika nyama yangu ndega ndikudya. But I was the only one who knew what was really going on in my matron, because she was the one who was now monitoring me. It started to bother me because ndandangoti ndikafamba zonzi ndove liver kava. I was like, ndaisatozvidawo, zvaisandinakidza, ndaisatombozvidawo. But I had nothing to do.
This year, January, those drugs were no longer stopping the blood from coming out.
So I told my mom that these pills ain't helping. Then she said, we'll go back to the doctor and tell him.
It was really, really heavy. It was now coming very heavy. And that's when she started complaining about backaches, stomach pains. She couldn't eat much. Every day she would say this, I'm having pain. Even touching her stomach like this, she couldn't do it.
kuchikoro vaiti vakandifonera even for some other business vachida kutaura nemaparents, hana yangu yairova, ndaigona kutadza kudayira foni pekutanga ndozoidayira pamwe pacho pechi3 ndichiti zvatanga futi zvinhu zviye, because ndaigara ndichideedzwa, mwana adai, mwana akadai, with that same problem yekuramba achilusa blood. So ndairamba ndiri visitor kuchikoro, and she would spend sometimes 2-3 weeks ari pamba, not because hatina kubhadhara fees or something, but the authorities kuchikoro vachiona kuti no, hatingagari nemwana achilusa blood at that rate.
So for her to go back to school in that condition, for us as parents, we couldn't let her go back to school in that condition.
My mom had to find many other herbs, She was told by others, people, they just start saying, you can take the leaves of an avocado tree, this and that. Zvaibohwa kutonwa, zvimwe zvacho zvezvichivava, dzimwe nguva ndosiya zvakadaro.
Dai kuri kuti tikaenda panze pane mifarinya yakanga iri pamusoro yekuma next door, tisu takataipedza tichitema miti iyoyo tichibhoilisa, chinzi izvi ndo zvinopedza, but hapana.
She was changing almost 2 packets of sanitary pads per day. And her weight, she was losing weight because she couldn't eat much.
And as you know, blood is life. So tainetseka, takapuhwa marecipe echivanhu akawanda, endai munochera mudzi wemukotapeya mubhoilise, mwana ropa ridzokere. Maso akaita white, kuona kuti mwana mumaoko maita white, kuona kuti mwana hasisina blood. Taitenga matablets, taigara tiri kumadoctors, totoona kuti situation ya out of hand, todzokera futi kuye tonzi okay, let's try this, something new. To tell you, we had no rest. We had no rest.
And they were really heavy floors. It was really boring, and I could change many times. I could spell my clothes, as a girl. Kana kutobuda kuenda pane vamwe, ndanda kungogara pamba, ndanda kusada kuenda kunotamba nevamwe kana chi. Whereas I wasn't at school now, and people are now asking, why aren't you going to school? I was just, I'll go. You won't be free. You won't feel free to tell anyone your story. So I just kept quiet, and I said, it will be okay with these spews. Maybe someday I'll wake up and everything will be gone.
I'm sure every lady knows how discomfort it is when you are on your MPs. So you can imagine having that every day. It is so discomfort. Very. And time you are kufanira kufara, zvinokulimita your happiness. Because you'd always think that maybe I spoiled, maybe this. I could not tell people the situation. So some of your classmates would call and text her, why Alice are you not coming to school? She would just reply that my father is busy with campaignings. He doesn't have money for now for me to come to school. She would lie. And even the visitors would come to our place. I could not be open to them. That was the problem. So the worst part of it, she was complaining of back pains, stomach aches. She wasn't eating very much. Every morning, she would come to me, Mommy, my backache, my stomach. So it was something that was terrible, really terrible, because I had never faced such a situation. I had never in my life.
In these weeks, ndirikumba, I got really serious. Ndakunzwa back pains, ndakurwadziwa musana, and I had stomach aches, the abdominal pain. I wasn't feeling okay.
I couldn't sleep. I was just think, what is the future will be like if this problem continues to persist? You know, because it was really a heavy burden for me. I would just laugh with others or smile at you, but inside of me, I was broken, really broken. Inside of me, I couldn't even express myself.
I was really scared and I thought I was dying. Ndanda kufunga zvakataura doctor vaya kuti mwana uyu akutofa mukasatomwisa paropa akutofa. And I even started saying to my mom, you were just supposed to agree for me to get the blood. That way it would be better. And she was like, no, you're not going to get blood, darling. Then I was like, so should I die? Nanda kuchka. Then even my dad, he was afraid.
I had no hope because the doctor had told us that we have nothing to treat. So what was left with us was looking unto God.
Mom wakazoti, Ali, why shouldn't you go to church? I knew Prophet Makandiwa could heal people, could perform miracles. I could just see on TV, but I really couldn't believe it. Like, is it really happening? Are these people for real or is just happening? And stuff. I really did not believe kuti saka munhu atoporeswa. I even saw other miracles because my mom always watches Christ TV. So she could summon all of us with my siblings. We could go tongo kuona, you know, and Prophet could heal people, could heal the sick. And there was this certain lady. There was this miracle and there was this certain lady. She had fibroids and stuff, yeah. And she was ministered to by the Prophet. And after that, she even passed out all the blood live in church. I was like, what? So it's happening, it's real. But will it happen to me now? That was my question. Will it really happen to me? Or
on the 12th of March 2023, there was a healing session and I decided that she must go.
Then she said, you have to go. That's what I you have to go. And I was like, it's okay. You know, Vana, we started saying,
so I knelt down. I said, Lord, don't pass me by. I've seen you healing many people through the hand of the Prophet Emmanuel Makandiwa. This is my last bus stop. I don't have anywhere else to go. I don't have anywhere else to go.
Sunday morning, I couldn't even wake up. Mudumbu makandirwadza kutodarika week before iri randairi kungoti ndikurwara makandirwadza zvekutotadza kana kusimuka kana kumira. Then my mom was like, these are demons, you have to go. Wotoshingirira uende kuchechi. Ndati mama ini handisi kutogona handisi kukwanisa. Nekuchaya I had a running stomach and you know I cannot walk ndine running stomach. I was like, Mom, let's do it maybe next week. Then she said, no, you should go.
She was in pain. She was really in pain. But I decided that she will go no matter what she is feeling.
So ndakangoita zvekushingirira. I woke up, ndakagadzirira, I bathed, everything, I was done. Then I went to church. So I reached the church, I think at 7 a.m. I was at church. And you know, it was a bit cold since it was in the morning. Past 7, half 7, the doctors came and they started asking about our situations. I told him, then he was like, oh, okay, yours is a serious issue. You know, they tell you where to sit, which row to sit according to your condition. So that's when he said, you should go and sit at the second row. even the doctors here, I just told them and they said it's a serious issue, you should go and sit in the second row. I was scared again and I had nothing to do about it, so I just had to sit over there. Then I sat with other ladies, they were talking about their conditions and stuff, but I remained quiet since ndaitorwara, ndainzwa mudumbu, ndaitorwara. I sat next to this usher. I told her, inini handitombophila bo, ndikutotonhorwa. I was feeling very, very, very cold. Apa kunze kwakutopisa, she said, iko kunze kwakutombopisa. I was like, no, inini ndikutotonhorwa. She could look at me and she said, yeah, you are really feeling cold because nandani my goosebumps, you know. And I was even shivering. When Prophet came in the auditorium, ndakanyatsonzoti panapa ndakanzoda kutombobuda muchechi ndakanyatsoita serious. I think I have to go and sleep somewhere. Asha, no, you have to remain seated there. And I said, yes, okay, fine, but I really have to go outside. She said, no, sit there. You'll be okay. She gave me a jacket. It was a very big jacket, you know. It had some fleece and stuff. So, yeah, ndakamboita zviri nani. But pakutonhorwa pacho, but ndaichinzwa chando. Ndakatanga kutodedera singaite. Then she said, you're still feeling cold. But ndakupa juice, and then I said, I'm really feeling cold. And she said, okay, you should just remain seated over there. Then after some time, I heard the usher saying, Prophet is coming to the sick bay, Prophet is coming to the sick bay. At that time, I didn't know if I should be happy or sad because I was really in pain. Prophet came to the sick bay. He prayed for the first row. Before he was even done with the first row, that's when you pointed at me and said, come here. Ndakatoshamisika kuti, is he pointing at me or someone else? Ndakatocheuka kutarisa kuti ndiani ari kudedzwa. You know, it was my first time being that close with the Prophet. I was nervous, but the usher said to me, you should go. Then he continued saying, you come. Then the usher helped me and said, it's you. He said, you must come. I said, oh, okay.
Keep watching your screens and focus on the gift.
Severe bleeding and anemia in a 17-year-old.
Just focus. Keep watching your screens. Just look at what is happening as the man of God is ministering. Keep on focusing on the gift. You receive your healing
Numbness
wherever
of the
you
body
are.
and pelvic pain.
I failed even to stand properly. I was just like this. I was just bending, and I went towards him, and he just stretched his hands at me. I really felt some pain in my stomach, in my back, everywhere. He even touched his back and I really felt the pain. He even touched his stomach, he stretched his hand. I felt every move. Then he went to minister to other people. Then I was like, saka zvatopera havana kumbondibata wani. Then maasha ubva atonditi zvatoita chenda.
So that's when I saw her on the screen. She was putting on a jacket. I wondered, where did she get that jacket? It was an oversized jacket. So that jacket she was given by an usher because she said when she was seated there, she felt very cold and she was shivering. And Asha akavamona achishiva. Asha ndokubva vabvisa jacket ravo ndokubva vamupa kuti sanopfeka. Men of God took the paper from her which was written what she was going through. Then I said, Prophet vatoenda. Then I looked and I saw her like this. Then I saw some ushers taking her away. Then I said, that was me.
When I came from there, I noticed I could stand straight. I wasn't bending and I did not notice. I noticed when I went outside.
Zvakatonditorera time kuti service ichipera ndimuone ndinzwe kuti zvamira sei.
After church, I told mom. Of course, she came to church that day. But then ndakutongovaudza zvese zvaitika kuzowedzera kurwara kwandakazoita ndandega and stuff.
I saw her running to me. Mama, I'm free. See, I can now touch my stomach. No pain. And I'm no longer feeling that heavy flow I was having since morning. Then I said, really, Alice, are you not lying to me? Are you sure? Then she said, yes. I even went to the toilet and wiped myself. There is nothing, I'm not feeling anything coming out.
It stopped. Then I said, oh, Mom, it has stopped. Then she said, oh, okay. Zvatomira. Mandati zvatomira. Sikanzoni, thank God saka watopora. Then I said, yeah, I'm okay now, I'm okay.
You know, that time, that joy, that relief came upon me and I gained my confidence. So when we got home, she said, Mama, ndikunzwa kunge ndamunhu munyowani. I'm feeling like sleeping. What are you saying, Alice? She can say, I want to bath, I want to sleep. Then she took a bath and she slept around 6 o'clock. We cooked supper. She couldn't wake up to eat. She slept until the following day around 8:30. That's when she woke up. So after 4 days, Alice didn't tell me that she was addicted to eating daga. Alice, it was a secret. So aituma vaning'ina vake kunomutengera daga and she would tell them not to tell me until she got to a point of not stopping to eat the daga.
A critical deficiency of iron in the body can cause severe craving for certain non-nutritional food items such as dirt, ice, baking soda, paper, or chalk. This condition is known as pica syndrome.
So, as usual, Alice took a packet of daga. She was in the spare. And she tried to eat semazuva ese aingogara achingodya daga riyari. So I saw her rushing, coming out from her spare bedroom, going outside to the tap. I said, what happened to you? Because she was rubbing her tongue like this. I said, what is happening with you? Did you eat chili? What is happening with you? She continued doing like this. Then she rubbed her tongue with water. Later on, she looked at me and laughed at me. That's when I said, cheese, guys. Mama, that healing is now exposing everything. Exposing everything, what again? She went to a spare bedroom. She came out with a paper bag of dag. And she told me, Mama, I was eating this all along. And it was like chocolate in my mouth. Pese pandaitoenda kuchikoro, ndaitoenda naro riri mutrangi. Then she said, I tried to eat again, as usual. But randibaya patanga. I couldn't swallow it. Randibaya daga patangi, Mama, inini I was addicted. Pakudya daga ndasina chakwanise kurisiya. And I said, God of Prophet Emmanuel Makandiwa, be blessed, be magnified, be exalted. You are a wonderful God. You are a wonderful God. That was the second deliverance.
It was that week, right? Then I skipped the following week. The other week, it started again. Then I said, Mama, zvatotanga izvi. Mama, zvatanga zvinombopora chichi. Skanzi, pamwe zviri kutangidza kuti zviite zviri normal. Vandati, no, zvototanga ndakakudzai, you were supposed to touch me. You were supposed to touch me, but you did not do that. Then she said, Ali, you are on a faith. Mama, I have faith, but I just speed. Then it was on a Monday. The day went off Tuesday. The day went off Wednesday. Then on Thursday, I noticed it was over. 3 days, Mama, 3 days. I'm waiting 3 days, Mama. That's what 3 days. Then the excitement is then she said, Nambohudza. Iwo vakatombotiwo maashane dzungu akakubvisireko usati wabatwa naProphet musoro.
She went to a menstrual cycle that first day, second day, and the blood stopped on the third day. God was correcting her menstrual cycle. God was correcting her to be normal. Was correcting it to be normal. So 3 days, ropa harina kuzobuda, rakabva ratongoguma rakadaro.
That week passed. Then the following month, I was like, Mom, I want to see if it's going to repeat again 3 days and I'll be done. Then she said, okay, fine. I went again for my cycle. 3 days, it was over. From there up to now, it's normal, just like any other girl. It's normal, flowing, normal. It's no longer that heavy like it used to be. It's very normal. And I'm really comfortable with myself. Even when I'm on my cycle, I can go anywhere I want. I can play with others. Everything I can do. Because it's now okay. I'm fine. I'm totally okay. It's now normal, flowing okay. 3 days, exactly 3 days. Not 7, it's not so shikavangwe. 3 days, for 3 days it's also. Then that all fades and that all. So that's my story. That's what really happened to me. But now, as you can see, I'm okay, I'm fit, I'm fine, and sisiri munhu yanga angodaro daro. Because I lost weight those days. But now I am really okay now. I'm alive now.
That's when I started to sleep as well. And the most surprising thing, atove ne faith yakanyanya ndidede wake because you know sometimes men vanombotora zvinhu lightly kungoti, but his faith grew. Havatombode kuti tiregedze kuenda kuchechi. We go together to church. Havachatomboda kutoregedza. We look at each other with my daughter Alice. Sometimes dede vanogona kungoti, Mwari waProphet Makandiwa, ndipewo wisdom this time. Tongotarisana tobva tatoseka. You know, it's a wonderful thing. It's a wonderful thing.
Everything changed. Everything changed. Kana kumwe kurwadziwa kwaiti pamusana padai zvese zvekuzve blood, kuloser blood, everything stopped. Ezvezvo hatichatozivi kuvhizita madoctors, hatichazivi kuchema maererano nenyaya idzodzo. Kana tichitochema zvinezvi nyaya yekuti mwana aita flu or something, kwete kuti zvezve zvadzoka. I'm happy, mwana right, akaenda kuchikoro. Ezvo ndikatofonerwa ndoziva kuti it's something else. Ndoda kutoudzwa kuti vane trip. Mwana arikuda mabooks akati, noti nyaya dzeurwere. She is now okay, she is fine. So praise to the Lord. Mwari wababa Makandiwa akapindira mufamily yedu. And now we are a people. We are a people, and I don't even regret the day family yangu yakati takuenda ku-UFI. See, isusu men, sometimes it's very hard to believe in these things. Like myself, I'm a politician. So, you know, politics and Christianity sometimes it's two ways or two worlds. So the Engota is not a doctor. It's something that I did not believe in. I never believed kuti panhu pari kungonzi mwana ari kubleeda zviri excessive, kunzi pari kuda kunzi hallelujah. I would not believe in that, but now hey, even myself ndakatodzidza something kuti even idzo politics dzacho dzatinenge tichiita kana dzisina mwari dzakafa. I'm starting to believe kuti ndisati ndatotsvaga the next position in politics, I need God. Nekuti mwari wa Prophet Emmanuel Makandiwa wakandishamisa. Now I am a happy man. When I'm at work, I can do work because I don't fear about my family. Kuri right mwana uyu, because truly I was going to lose my girl. Zvanga so bad to the extent yekuti I was now hopeless. Ndakutoudzwa madoctors ekuIndia, ndakuudzwa madoctors ekuSouth Africa, and the best ainzi ari kuItaly, ainzi anodhila neizvi, ainzi ari kuItaly. The quotations were coming up to 6,000, 7,000 US, something that was far beyond my reach. As much as I loved my daughter, but I could not manage, I could not afford that.
Even when you look at her now, she has gained her weight. So she started going back to school, second term. She's now in Form 5 Alice. She's a brilliant daughter. And she loves God. She loves God. And she believes in herself as well. So I really want to thank God of Prophet Emmanuel Makandiwa and Ruth Emmanuel Makandiwa for giving my daughter a second chance of life. Because the only option that was left is to see her dying. Because life was coming out from here every day. Life was coming out from here every day. And there was a time also she told me that she dreamed herself with dead people. God of Prophet Emmanuel Makandiwa, you relieved us as a family. You relieved us. You did something that money could not do.
My faith was a little bit slow. I did not really have faith, that much faith. But I was healed maybe by the prophet's faith in God. I don't know, but after that, my faith has risen up to, I just know anything is possible. And anyone can be healed from any sickness. For we were not born to be sick, whatever. So from that, I learned that one should have faith, and you should trust in God and believe in God. The God of Prophet Makandiwa, he doesn't have to prove himself, but you can just see it on your own that this is God, this is really God, and it can happen. So anyone with my situation, you can be fine, you can be okay just like I am now. I was healed and I'm now okay. And you should have faith in whatever it is you are facing. You should have faith. Everything will be okay. Everything is possible.
Handicharovhi every Sunday I'm there. Ndichinamatawo nekuti ndakaona kubata kwaMwari through UFI, and now I'm a believer. I'm a believer. And kutenda kwekuona mabasa kwakasiyana nekwekungodzidziswa kuti kune chinonzi Mwari. Kana idzo politics kungodzidziswa kunzi akati akanaka kana chakati chakanaka, zvishoma kusvikira waona mabasa. Inini ndakatenda kuti Mwari variko vanorarama, uye ndakatenda kuti Prophet Emmanuel Makandiwa vanoshandiswa naMwari, mutumwa waMwari zvemachokwadi through basa ravakabata. Nekuti mwana wangu upenyu hwangu, saka ndakutoti basa ravakabata mukati meupenyu hwangu. I thank you very much. I thank you very much, Prophet Makandiwa, nevese vanobata vari muUFI. I thank them so much.
We suffered since 2021 when this problem started. We really went through a lot because she was living on drugs. Mari yaibuda tichitenga madrugs, mari yaibuda tichitenga spinach, mari yaibuda tichitenga liver, tichiedza kuti ropa ridzoke mumwiri make. And sometimes taitobhadhara even her metron at school kuti vakwanise kumubikira chikafu chake ari pake ega, imari yaibuda until the 12th of March 2023. That was the day God remembered us. That was the day God put to shame the devil. That was the day that God delivered her through Prophet Emmanuel Makandiwa. For free.
Chinhu chinonyanya kundibata chinondidzamira pakuitika kwese kwakaita zvinhu izvi. The most surprising thing is I was broke. I could not afford my quotations atakapuwa ekuItaly, even yepa South Africa yaita unge the cheapest one yacho, we could not afford. But pakazonzi mwana abatsirwa, I paid nothing and I received life. So I'm so much thankful.
So I just really want to thank you, Prophet Emmanuel Makandiwa, for praying for my daughter. I just want to thank Prophetess Ruth Emmanuel Makandiwa for your love. Your anointing, Prophet, your anointing gave us joy, gave us life we could not buy. So I just want to say thank you.
It was really a lot for me, and by that time I wasn't this all grown up, so I wasn't that strong to handle the situation which was going on. But now I just want to thank God that everything went well without having the blood transfusion and stuff. Through the God of Prophet Emmanuel Makandiwa, I'm okay and I'm fine now. My health is okay. I'm alive now. And there's life, more life beyond me, and I can do anything without any restrictions. I can eat whatever I want. I no longer have to eat those livers, those spinaches. I can select my diet alone, everything I can do, all because of the God of Prophet Makandiwa. Now I'm okay and I'm alive.